Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shatter
From A to B.
Shattered Chapter, Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Chapter,
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shattered Cat. Damn it! Fucking mute him. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shattered Cast Uncut, episode 366. That is 366. I have been back. What episode did I come back, Justin? You remember?
Yeah, I have no clue.
I don't either. It's fine. I've been here for 66 episodes. Let's just say that. And yeah, we are coming to you today, fresh as a daisy, off of a week off. You know, everyone's happy. We all got stuff and things to talk about.
Robert's feet still smell like shit, so, you know, fresh as daisy.
What?
Yep,
Damn
you
right.
heard me.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
As always,
like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, and as you hear him there constantly interrupting me,
It's me.
being crude and yet sexually diverse in the world of seduction and titillating dance, he's the one, the only Mr. Robert D. How you doing, Robert? Welcome back.
I'm dancing right now. Dancing with my titties.
Are you
Titillating.
dancing slowly?
No, quickly and slowly, simultaneously. The top of my body's quick, the bottom is slow. That's how you get a titillating slow dance. But you need man boobs to do it. But I'm wearing a shirt.
Do you sing when you dance?
No, when other people sing, I dance. That's how I make people who sing unexpectedly feel extremely uncomfortable. If you are around me and just start singing, I will just break out in a really weird, exotic dance.
This
like,
magic moment.
And I'll be like, yeah, and I'll think I'm really into it.
Let the dogs run free. Like a Ramosh. Did you pirouette for me?
Did I what? Pirouette? No.
Did you pirouette?
I'm burping Chipotle right now. It's really horrible.
Gross. Speaking of gross, whenever this guy sees something gross posted on Facebook, he almost instantly deletes the post immediately and tells the original poster, the OP, as the cool kids say, that was gross. He is everyone's favorite Facebook administrator and known to put people in Facebook jail. No, I'm kidding about that last part. The one and only Mr. Greg from Mercy.
I very rarely do that unless it's something like obviously fucking stupid that's going to cause trouble for the group.
You're the one that wrote that rule. You are the one that wrote that rule. It's like the last rule is don't report anything to Facebook.
Yeah, don't report shit. Don't report anything, period. And like if it's Facebook, they're gone. And if it's just to an admin, they may have a chance. But if it's like just tattling bullshit, like just tattling on somebody, then that, no,
you die. Okay, well, and of course, I always save the best for last. This guy's the lover of many women.
I wasn't done yet, Oscar.
I have someone. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not wearing pants or underwear.
Excellent.
I'm completely nude from the waist up.
Absolutely excellent. I am proud of you.
You can move on now.
And
we can all move on.
This next man is a concierge of women's lip rouge, a lover of many members of the opposite sex and some of the same. This man once fought a bear and won using only a toothpick laced with peanut butter and pubic hair.
And
one of the only
balls.
Mr. T2RX6 Justin.
Yay, it's me. How's it going?
You won that fight with a jar of peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
and a quick fly.
Mhm.
Everyone is picturing now like this 9-foot tall American grizzly bear. And Justin going, not so fast, Buster. I've got Jif. The bear's like, "Arr!"
It's pronounced GIF.
No, it's Jif. That one has a J. The other has a G.
I wish I had a J, so you would be more tolerable.
Really? Really?
Yeah,
That's
really.
nice. Someone just won themselves timeout. And speaking of timeout, did anybody get anything? Greg.
Oh, are we still doing that part? Yeah, I got some
Yeah.
stuff. I got a bunch of Stunticons. I don't know which ones I didn't have before, but I got the rest of them now.
Did you say stomachons?
Yeah, Stomachons.
To eat? They're like fat?
Yes. No. I'm going to Stomachon. It's a food convention.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
and I
it.
was thinking really fat Stunticons. It's like, oh, hey, Wild Rider, I can't wash my ass. Would you help me? Well, I was like, I can't scratch my nose. My chins are in the way. God damn it. Fucking fat.
You know, when I think of really fat people, that's not the first thing I think of. So you might be telling on yourself there, Oscar. But anyway, not being able to wipe your own ass.
Wipe my own ass.
I can wipe your own ass too. What's your point?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
trouble wiping my own ass.
So why
because
don't you fucking come over here and let me do it?
Why don't you? It's magic moment.
Come on, man. Come on, let's go.
Love.
We gotta go. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Hashtag Parlor 2020.
So yeah,
we are on Parlor now. Did you tell them, Greg?
That's a secret. We don't talk about Parlor right now.
Stand down and stand by.
So anyway, I have all the Stunticons that are out. Just waiting on some trailers.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, you got the X Transbots?
I have all 3 sets. I'm waiting on the trailer.
The X Transbots looks really good. I love the way it looks. I really do. But that foot really worries me. And the hands. Apparently, it's all the weight comes down to one screw in a foot.
Apparently, I saw on Facebook someone said, and then there's like 10 other people that said they don't have an issue. So like,
And the hand.
I'll let you know what's up. Oh, the hands that are held on by a screw. I guess you got more important things to do than Porter turn a screw. Hey, if you can loosen the Fans Toys figure, you can tighten the X Transbots figure. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't. You know what I do if that Fans Toy screw is too tight? I fucking break it.
You send it to someone to break it?
Yeah, I send it to someone to break it.
Doesn't matter. He's not listening.
Joke's on him. It's going to break.
Then I'm going to be frantic here.
I think I got something. Actually,
We can just come back to you.
No. I'm just thinking. I got Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Nice.
And
blue skin.
I got Moff Gideon.
Oh yeah, I saw him at Target the other day. There was like 4 of him. I'm not sure if he's very popular because I'm not a big Star Wars guy.
And I got Grief Karga. I'm gonna turn him into a Apollo Creed custom.
Yeah.
I didn't get Queel. He was out of stock on GameStop when I ordered. I got some more Hoth snowtroopers from my Hoth shelf. Because without enough troopers, it'll be a Hoth mess.
I see what you did there. That's horrible.
This magic moment.
I think that's all I've got.
Oh, okay.
Fucking God. Well, there's 2 things you should know about me, Greg. Number 1, Oh, as hell, Hasbro number 2. Look out, man!
I think. Are you beating your kids?
Hot mess.
It's a horrible thing to ask. We have photographs of Robert mishandling his children. Be sure to reach out to us at shattercastonline@gmail.com.
You actually do. Azalea crawled into the cat carrier, and I took a picture of her. It's like instant self-blackmail.
Blackmail fuel, baby. Load it up. Justin told me to do it, by the way.
Yes, I did. I said, just in case you ever need Robert's services for cheap. There you go.
You're gonna be like, hey man, I will post this on Parler under the handle Screw the Capital 25.
Well, I do get paid in baby chickens.
Mm-hmm.
You better spell that cheap right.
Which he crushes with his mammoth hands in front of the client, saying, "This means nothing to me."
No, I kill him in front of the kids.
This is you if you don't stay in school.
Clean your room or I kill the fucking chickie.
Wow.
Yeah, people hated us before, they gotta hate us now.
I'm into all that. I just, you know. Hey.
That's how you grew horns in Fable real quick if you ate little chickadees. So
You know, I never you know the thing, like you could do all that shit in Fable, but you couldn't kill like the random kids and shit running around.
Yeah.
That's what turned me off on that game.
Okay there, Anakin Skywalker. Jesus Christ.
I'm serious, you couldn't even target them.
That is true. Like, you could literally slaughter every adult in the village, turn them all into ghosts when you go back to visit, but yet the kids are all right.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Unacceptable.
Unbelievable.
Listen to me. I sound like the Transformers fandom right now.
Listen, I don't need to say this. What you charged me for that trailer, I am not expecting to have to tighten any screws. Ain't that right, guys? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, people have been going off about that shit.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I'm eager.
I pre-ordered.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say. I guess I'm part of the problem because I pre-ordered the fuck out of that Springer.
What?
Yeah, I might as well have all three, one for each mode, right? That's what the kids are doing.
The MMC? Did you say the MMC? Is that the one?
No, the X-Trans spots. I already have the MMC. I am going to pick up the different colored one to see which one I like.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking about it today because somebody posted an image of Springer next to Astro Train.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really consider a Springer a triple changer. I never think of it.
You never see the car.
Yeah, you're right.
Or you never see you never see the car in the movie, but then I think you just see the car in the show, but you don't see the helicopter much. So depending on what you're into.
Yeah, I mean, on the show, the Decepticon triple changers used it in their repertoire. It was part of their shit. Blitzwing, he's a plane, then he's gonna fucking transform to a robot, and then he lands as a tank and shoots you. Like, it is part of his shit on the screen.
Yeah, Astro Train turns into a train and takes off from train into a shuttle.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
I never think of Springer as a triple changer ever. Isn't that weird?
Ugh. No. You continue. Continue.
Hold on.
Continue.
No. When you think about Springer, the allure of him, I think, is just because he's in the movie cast. Not because he's season 3. You know, like, oh, movie, Springer, yeah. But not like, oh, I got to have him. He's one of the triple changers. That's what I mean, you know? His fame.
Yeah.
As opposed to Blitzwing and Astro Train. Because the two of them they're some of the most badass characters. Very widely used, heavily used, resourceful, useful, good.
Mm-hmm. I loved how they used him in the Bumblebee movie.
Of course, as Starscream.
Well, no matter what happens with Springers, I have the MMC, which is the best one. So
that's right.
That's the best Springer. I've had them. I've had all the options so far, and that's my favorite.
That's right.
So,
but hey, Justin.
Yes, sir.
What'd you get this week, man?
Well, let's see. I'll start small. I got a Classics Hot Shot because I know that Fans Hobby Armada Prime is inching closer and closer, and I'm like, I think I should. I had Hot Shot, and I think I sold him off. And then I was like, I probably should have Hot Shot to go with that Armada Prime, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for Red Alert, because that Armada toy is shit, and there's just nothing that kind of looks like that. I might just use the Cybertron one and call it good, but even that I think might not look quite right, so I don't know. But those are really the only 3 characters I kind of care about from Armada. And I'd like to have the 3 of them represented, So I don't know. If anyone has a suggestion on that, let me know. Or something that would be like a good base to customize into a Red Alert, then that'd be a good idea too. But outside that, I also got the, from Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. I got the Earthrise Runabout. And he's cool. He's a little bit fiddly to transform into his car mode, but once you kind of get everything lined up, it works. I also got the Gigawatt, and I love everything about him. And when he sits next to that Runabout, I'm like, someone really needs to, Hasbro needs to go ahead and make a kit from Knight Rider. It needs to happen. Make it happen.
Giga who?
Yep. So, yeah, I love everything about him. And then, because it was, I wanted to get one in Oscar. I was like, I do not want to pay the eBay markup. Oscar is like, I'll give you mine for a good price, and I couldn't refuse. I picked up the MP Lio Convoy, and holy shit, he's a piece of crap. I hate just about everything about that toy.
It's a supreme disappointment. It's offensive.
It is, and I don't understand how something that is, the line mode, you look at it and you're like, how did they make it transform so bad? There's not much to this, the difference between his robot mode and his lion mode, and you still have to do a crap ton of steps for it to just not even be successful. Neither mode really works for me.
Oh no, it's gappy.
Yeah,
the lion mode isn't together well. It doesn't look right.
Yeah, the shoulder pads don't feel like they sit on the toy right. Nothing about it just works. I don't know. I don't know how they came up with that and thought that it was great. And I was like, I am glad that Oscar sold it to me for a good price, and I didn't end up paying a ridiculous fee online to buy it late. Because it's
the aesthetics.
Obviously,
yeah,
you did something wrong.
Obviously. So
the aesthetics on that thing, man, it looks like Hanna-Barbera farted in your face.
Yeah. And I know and I know someone's gonna be like, well, that's what it looked like in the show with the derpy lion face and shit like that. I'm like, and that's not even 100% what I'm talking about. It's the way things don't kind of come together, the armature is all over the place, hanging off it and stuff. Everything is in the way of everything else on this toy. It's not good, and
well, look,
I liked the bot mode a good bit. I thought the bot mode was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it felt really good. And I appreciated the posability and the armatures on the shoulder. But I can see the gripes with the beast mode, but for me, I don't keep them in beast mode, even though I guess that makes sense. Certain ones I do, but since I don't have a super strong connection to the character outside of just he's a prime, quote unquote, I would keep him in prime mode. So maybe that's my bias.
Confirmation bias.
Yeah. And I get that, Greg, and I'm with you, and that's fine. Mine's gonna stay in prime mode. He's not gonna stay as the lion, because the lion doesn't look very good. I do think the bot mode is better. There's still things about it that I don't love. Certain choices they made. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you feel like the beast mode, your first impressions of the beast mode influence the way you feel about the bot mode?
No, because Oscar sent him over in bot mode, so I saw bot mode first.
I hate people that are too lazy to fucking put shit back in the box.
Yeah. So, But I 100% could see my opinion being tarnished if I did see him in lion mode first, you know? And that's the whole other thing about this is like, never have I got an MP Transformer, you know, official MP Transformer that they're like, here's a piece of paper that's like 2 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper put together with tiny ass instructions on both sides. Like, you can't even tell what the fuck the instruction is telling you to do because the picture is so small. You know, I'm like, come on. You know, like it wasn't like I had to go and like watch videos and stuff to figure out how something was supposed to move because I couldn't see what's happening in the tiny picture for the instruction. Like, ridiculous. So I don't know.
So again, I can't speak on that because I usually just kind of wing it, and if I get stuck, then I'll Google just that part of the video.
Well, see, the reason I had looked it up and I wanted to make sure I was doing it right is because I've heard that there are fragile pieces on this guy that like could break. So I'm like, well, let me make sure I know what I'm doing going into this, you know? So
no, that's not what you do. What Justin does, if he gets stuck in a transformation, he says out loud, if I ever invent a time machine, I will go back in time to an hour ahead of now and do a video of this transformation. And then he looks on his YouTube channel, and there it is.
There you go.
And then he looks at his own show. He looks at his own video.
That's probably fair.
Oh.
Then he whispers, "Man, I fucked the dog shit out of me."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, it's just the aesthetics on that thing. Like, you know, you say, oh, it looks like the show. But, I mean, I ask myself, like, they were fucking, you know, come on, they're hand-drawn. And I think, was it Hanna-Barbera? Because it looks like Hanna-Barbera. You know, where they have a Captain Caveman in one episode. I mean, what would those people that were responsible for the drawing and the animation back then, if they were in today's time with today's technologies, would they have drawn that way? You know, I mean, there's a problem with being too, you know, sticking to it.
I was like, it was just the 90s, dude. Like, they're still alive. Like, I thought you were going to make it sound like they were like
that.
I thought you were going to make it. I thought you were making it sound like they were back, like around in the 1400s. Like, if they were around today, what would you ask them?
If they were doing that now, I doubt they would make it look like that. You know?
No, if they were doing that now, it would be fucking everything be on the computer.
Earthrise.
And it'd be like interspliced with two-dimensional backgrounds. And
Scary Spice.
It would look like garbage.
Well, here, Beast Wars, right? The Beast Wars. Beast Wars. Beast Wars, for the most part, you know, looked pretty crappy, right? But the MPs don't. So if they were going to be true to the show, the way that Leo Convoy is, they should have looked like shit. They should have looked like shiny and panely and just weird, because that's what it looked like. But they didn't do that. They took subtle liberties to make it look like it jumped off the screen, but with some credibility, with some believability. And that's what makes the MP Beast Wars line overall really special, I would argue. I know a lot of people don't like it. You know, some of their figures have been shit. This does not count for me as an MP Beast Wars.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You know, I really did feel that the Optimus Primal was a really good figure. You know, like, I think I was impressed by that MP figure, and I was kind of hoping I was going to get the same thing here. Because, like, you know, there's not much to transforming from the ape to the robot, and it's kind of similar. Like, there's not much to transform from the lion to the robot, but somehow it goes completely wrong.
Yeah. That's disappointing. I can't believe you spent $250 on that thing.
No, I did not. Thank you, Oscar.
I can't believe you spent $600 on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I had spent $950 on that thing and it came outside of the box in bot mode, I would have been pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I spent $120,000 on that thing.
Yeah, you know me.
No, you know what? Honestly, I'm tempted. And if I send people figures now, and I think I'm going to transform them, put them in the box. Like, I tried to send Oscar my skids, and I fucking broke it. And then I tried to send Oscar my Fans Hobby Scourge, and I fucking broke it. I'm like, I suck. I need to just get out of this game. I suck. I don't even do reviews, and I'm breaking toys. But the Fans Hobby plastic didn't hold up. It crumbled, which was really weird because it seems very dense. and I haven't messed with the Scourge. He's just been standing there for a long time now. Not even that long. He's, what, a few years old?
Mm-hmm.
Us, you know, and...
I'll have to look at mine. He always felt solid.
Crumbled. His, one of the flaps on his leg, just crumbled off. Like, didn't tear, didn't snap. It like crumbled, like the joint.
It just crumbled off when I bent it backwards against the joint. It was fucking
no.
Nope.
Like it literally like came apart. And one of his windows, his chest windows, the hinge, it just cracked off, like during transformation. Like when I was bringing the arm up, it just like snagged, and it was like pop. I was like, wow, you know. So, yeah. I'm breaking figures and hearts, and wind. So yeah, I understand not wanting to transform. I understand not transforming anything. If I'm sending something out, I don't think I'm going to transform it. Here's the box. Here's whatever the mode it's in. If it doesn't fit in the box, it's going to be wrapped separately. Oh, and forget it. Oh, Robert D. You've done it again.
Yep.
You've won my heart.
So,
Robert, what'd you get this week?
Stuff.
Who are we waiting for?
What'd you get this week, Robert?
Stuff.
Oh.
All right.
What kind of stuff?
All right. I didn't even realize I had ordered this, but I had ordered it from Show Z a long time ago, and it finally came. I think I had forgotten I had ordered it, so I got a second Zeta Unicron. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even remember ordering this thing, and I think I had ordered it a long time ago, and then they never responded because there must have been some issue. Like, I never got a notification that I made the purchase, and I got really nasty with them, and they ignored me. And this was back when it was first teased, like when I paid for the pre-order initially, and I think I had gotten the one that I got first. I forget where I got it from, but I got it from somewhere else. And I totally forgot about this Zeta. So I got a second Zeta Unicron. Jesus Christ. I got Titty RC, the Nicey.
Yes.
Well, see, because when you say Titty RC, you do have to qualify that because there's the Nicey and then there's the like saggy Titty RC. So it's like, you know, which one are you talking about?
Floppy titties?
Yeah.
Or big titties? I also got MPRC.
So you got the other Titty RC.
Yeah, I got both Titty. I should have said I got the Titty RCs. Yes.
Have you messed with your Masterpiece RC?
Yes, and I gotta say,
no. What'd you break?
Shit on it? No. I think that's an excellent figure. I think it's gotten a lot of hate, and I really don't understand why. But, you know,
I have an idea why.
Because of Transformers collectors.
Because
they can't fuck it.
Well, you've got people that have.
You know what? That's actually a good point, Oscar. I haven't really thought of it that way. I actually honestly haven't. But that would be something good to post to get them really worked up next time.
Well, all you need is a 3D printer and a dream and a whole lot of plastic and some latex parts. Yeah, I mean, it's gotten a lot of flack as being subpar to Rouge and MMC Azalea. That it's the fun one to play with, but for display purposes, Rouge is better. But also for, you know, posing, Azalea is better. My opinion, this thing is fucking great. I think the transformation was intuitive. The materials are great. The paint is great. The sculpt I love. I don't mind the titties. I love the butterfly shoulders. She is well balanced. She's got great articulation and something I've never seen before. She has a thigh cut for the leg swivel, and you turn the leg and it doesn't break the sculpt. I've never seen that, and it's not symmetrical. I don't know how it happens. I don't know how they do that, but it looks wonderful. The figure looks so good. She's hefty, So the backpack is not offensive unless you're not transforming it correctly. Just like with, what's the guy? Who's Raul's boyfriend? Raul.
Tracks.
Everybody shat all over the backpack. Yeah, I hate that figure, but the backpack actually did push in if you got lucky. You know, but this RC backpack does slide up and in, and it
all clips together.
And it looks better than the Fans Toys backpack, and it looks better than the MMC backpack. So I don't know what all this bullshit is. Look, if something's good, you got to say it's good. I mean, you know, that's a great figure. And I had fun transforming her. I had fun. I was happy to put her on my shelf. There are figures that come in that I leave in the box because I think I like them, but actions speak louder than words. You know, and you know when you're drawn to a toy and you just want to play with it and you keep thinking about it, like, oh, I only had 5 minutes to take it out and pose it. I want to transform it, but I don't have any time. Oh, I'm going to come back later and do it. Like, you know there are figures like that. Those are the ones you really like, and there's a reason for it. Something good about it. So listen, you can like MPRC and still like Rouge. You know, you don't have to, we don't have to be tribal here about the toys. But it just seems odd to me for people to hate it and to act like this is a sign of the Masterpiece line declining. Because I don't see that. Not this. If the last figure I got to handle that just came out was Leo Prime, I would say, oh yeah, the MP line is declining. But this is excellent. I want to see more stuff. If Starscream is this kind of build and subtle ingenuity, she has spring-loaded parts in her legs to fill in the thighs. And you don't even notice it's doing it. So it has these subtle MP aha moments. You know? I mean,
Robert,
it's... What?
Can I interrupt you for 2 seconds just to say, before I lose it, that I am so proud of the way you described that. And I really appreciate that when you were talking about it, you didn't realize it, I'm sure, because you didn't intend to. But you were alternating between Michael Rappaport in Beautiful Girls giving the monologue and
Please say Michael
what's his
Rappaport
fucking
again.
Michael Rappaport?
I mean, like, I was alternating between two roles he's played.
Oh no, I just forgot John Mulaney, and you kind of sound like John Mulaney there for a little bit when you started talking about the fandom.
John Mulaney's very funny.
I appreciate it. Those are two that's high praise from me.
Thank you. So
You're
this
welcome.
makes no sense to me, you know, and it's an excellent figure. It really is. So I don't know. It's wild to me that people think it's like crappy, you know. And I don't know. I mean, okay, is the chest a little low? Sure. Does it look like the figure's all fucked up because of it? No. You know? I mean, especially since, like, think of it like
Be right back.
BRB. What's that the toy maker that has the super articulation, but if they're standing straight up and down, they look really weird. What the hell is that? Like they did that Spidey. You guys
damn, what's the name? Amazing Yamaguchi or whatever.
Reveltech. They did a Prime that's excellent recently. You know, it's almost like that. Like, it's like almost Reveltech-y, and only in the chest proportions, because she's so well articulated in her arms. You have a little bit of aesthetic suffering with the upper chest, but unless you're displaying your figures in an A stance, you're not going to have that problem. In fact, she's going to look fucking cool because you're going to be able to put her in a good pose. Really subtle stuff. You know?
Here. You just hit it again. You just fucking hit it again. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, when you're done, I'm sharing a link to the monologue I'm talking about. You just did it again, just then. You just invoked it again.
What else did I get? So, yeah, I got the MPRC and I love her. I like the hands, too, by the way. The hands seemed like a bitch at first. I was like, oh, these hands look stupid. And then I realized they folded up really well. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. They're nice. Nicey, guess what? I took her out of the box, put her back in the box. I wasn't excited. I think I was just horny. Actually, Tony gave that to me for free, which I really appreciate. Shout out to Tony. You know, because like a year ago when the pandemic hit, I sent him like a case of masks. This is before we realized it was terrible, but he was obviously freaking out. And I was like, I'll send you some masks. You know? So I guess as a thank you, he sent me this. But what else did I get? What's the Iron Factory Crab Spider Samurai? Bludgeon.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't know his name, but
issues?
that's a good one.
Have you had any issues with it? Like anything feel like iffy on it?
I mean, I haven't. In all fairness, I haven't transformed it. See, but I mean, the paint is awesome. It's painted beautifully. There's, like, I don't know what you'd call it. If it's dry stuff or a wash or what, but it looks all weathered, really painted well. And they kind of have to, because like they're pulling. Look, I love MMC. I do. I always love MMC. But you know, we know how they milk a mold, and Iron Factory is doing that a lot now with this Megatron mold. I don't know how many times they've used that mold already. At least there's no degradation. This is heavy retooling. You know, what's that guy that's covered in fire? The
Fallen.
The Fallen.
Mm-hmm.
The Fallen was the Megatron mold. This is the Megatron mold, and it's just like, come on, guys, do you need it? I know it's a great mold, but and they did a lot different on this. I mean, he's got a fucking like samurai crab head in his gut, you know. So it makes me wonder, like, why did you have to use the Megatron mold? You know, did you have to?
So fucking off-putting. I love it.
What is
like that giant face right there? In
Yeah.
The like, ugh.
Did
Fucking dig it, man.
Did he need tank treads? Just take the tank treads off. Don't let us know that you used the Megatron mold. Change the shape of the feet a little bit. Just make him a crab. Make him a spider crab, you know? I mean, so anyway, that came. I got the Magic Square Waterhead Baby RC. And she's
Jesus Christ. It's a mongoloid.
She's cute. She's a cutie pie.
Yeah, that thing's a lot cheaper than I thought it was. I almost ordered one.
It's like having a toddler RC. I love it. You know,
don't you already have a toddler RC? Well, I guess she's a little older now, but
I have a toddler Azalea. Yes, but she knows every time I get an RC, she wants to play with it because she knows she's named after RC. I got the Flame Toys Hito Karakuri Arkham Knight, and it's insane. I don't collect action figures of that size, so the only action figures that I've collected in that range would be Dragon Ball Z, and they're not as tall. You know, figure art stuff. But this thing is built. It's just mind-blowing. I mean, you take the Flames Toys engineering, and I guess it must be also borrowed from Gundam, you know, but like when you bend his legs, there are little subtle shifts in the sculpt, like some panels move to adjust the anatomical shape of his leg. Things get out of the way. I mean, he's like all die cast, painted beautifully, sculpted beautifully, balanced insanely. I've never had a figure arts that was balanced like this. Figure arts, personally, I could never get the balance right on my Dragon Ball Z figures. I could never really get super dynamic poses out of them without using a stand, because I found their feet to be little, and they tend to have some extravagant plastics up high, and I can never really get cool stuff going on.
It actually is a problem with the Dragon Ball figure arts a lot of times. Like, I feel like other figure arts didn't have the problems, and they have like die cast feet and stuff to give them extra weight at the feet, and I never understood the decision not to like make die cast, you know, feet, and maybe even just like the whole boot of any given, you know, Dragon Ball character, because like you do have like, especially like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, like that hair, no matter what you do, it's heavy as shit. So like you can get him in like a stoic, you know, standing straight up and down pose, but anything dynamic and he's falling over. You know, it's like,
yeah,
but
maybe,
if you
maybe a squat,
yeah,
you know, when he's powering up.
Yeah, so if you had given the die cast there to weight down the feet more, it'd be less of an issue, and you wouldn't need the stand for absolutely any given pose. So I don't know, but that's definitely a Dragon Ball problem.
Boo, Majin Buu. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, he's hard.
It's like a fucking bowling ball on toothpicks.
Mm-hmm.
So turn to this thing, and it has every type of articulation you could want in a figure. I mean, it was mind blowing. And next up, they're coming out with Batman from the video game. So they also have. I showed you they have the G.I. Joe model kits. They got Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And they had another figure coming out besides Batman. But this line it's pretty cool. I mean, in all fairness, though, I was disappointed because Flame Toys is associated with Sentinel. And I never realized that Sentinel had, I wouldn't call it QC or build issues. It might be build issues. Some of the parts they chose, some of the way things would be attached. So I think it's considered build, not QC. TJ Duckett had warned me about them after I had bought 3 of the Robotech motorcycle guys, like last year. But, so Sentinel is known to have issues with little parts falling off and being a little fiddly, even though they're excellent figures otherwise. And I was worried about this because I'm like, okay, why isn't this coming out in the Sentinel line? It's now Hito Karakuri. And he has these, like, bracket elbow pads. They're totally useless. It's just aesthetic. And for some reason, they hinge. They don't cover his elbows. They're just like a bar. On an armature that can fold up over his elbow or down below his elbow. And they're literally just on, like, friction pegs. You know what I mean? Like little bumps. So those will come off if you're handling. One of those, I didn't know what they were because, like, I pulled it out of the box, and one of those was just in the box. And I was like, okay, what is this? And I couldn't, and you start searching the figure, but it's all confusing and new, and I can't find it. I eventually found that it was an elbow pad. And then after photographing him and stuff and posing him, I realized I was missing a knee pad. And that's bullshit because the thing is extremely expensive. I was worried that maybe I had knocked it off when I was bending it and taking pictures and sending them to you guys, that maybe I had inadvertently, because the knee pad affixed the same way as the elbow pads. It's just those friction bumps. I literally turned... Move it along, man. I literally turned my whole office upside down. I did a spring cleaning in my office. Went through the pile of dust and bits that I had swept up after moving all my furniture to pick through it to find, to see if there was a knee pad in there. No knee pad. I didn't drop this thing, So I just emailed Flame Toys, and I was just like, I'm very disappointed. I love your product. I'm sending this to Bobby Skullface to be reviewed. He's going to note that you don't have a knee pad. And I was like, now you have an opportunity to demonstrate your good customer service and send me a knee pad right away, because I'm sure he'll comment on that too. And I was like, Bobby, I dropped your name, bitch. And he was like, oh, man.
Jokes on you. We have Bobby Skullhead here. He's more popular.
So then you emailed me back.
They
We'll get it to you in 7... Sorry, we'll get it to you in 7 days.
That's funny.
No, but their customer service is wanting. They did this to me with the Flame Toys Star Saber. Remember, the lightness head broke. Fuckface broke it, not me. Bobby Fuckface broke it. And I told him it broke because it was assembled backwards, and I told him to turn it around, and when he did it, the LED stopped working. And they were just like, oh, send us photos of the figure, send us photos of how it's broken. I'm like, you want me to show you a picture of the head without the light on? Okay. How do you? And they're like, oh, we also want photos of the shipper with your name on it. I'm like, oh, so now you think I'm scamming you? Like I didn't get this figure, or I got it on the secondary market a week after you shipped it. You don't do that. So my guard's up with them. So I came out guns blazing, dropping the names, being very standoffish, but they're sending me a new knee pad. But it's disappointing. So it's getting reviewed without a knee pad. All right, this is only some on the list. Hold on, I got more. Greg, relax, move it along.
Oh, that's fine. Well, while you're searching your list, I got all my NECA stuff. My NECA Turtle stuff finally all came in.
What
I don't
NECA
remember.
Turtles?
Yay.
Yeah, all my NECA Turtles. So my Super Shredder and my Token Razor and my Casey and my Raph and my Metalhead. That all came in too. I thought about it right after I was done, but I didn't want to interrupt when it wasn't a good time to interrupt. With that, I interrupted other shit. Yeah, but
it is always a good time to interrupt on this show, my friend.
Oh yeah, man, I'm feeling Interrupticus coming back.
Good.
Interrupticus destroy conversation talking.
I got 3 Dr. Eggs, and I immediately regret it. They're beautiful, but they're very large. Like, they really are MP scaled. They're very fucking big.
Oh, boy.
They're really big. They're really big. And, you know, the
$180 you could have put towards something else like, charities. Or making a homeless guy's day. Like, here you go. Don't give him a Dr. Egg.
I'll give him a Dr. Egg. I'll hand it to him and be like, batteries not included, bitch. And I'll spit on him.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck getting that 14500 rechargeable from China. So yeah, that fucking battery was a bitch to get. I had to order a flashlight from Amazon that came with that special battery in it. And it was cheaper than the battery set. But I got it, and then the other batteries came. But it took like 2 weeks to get the battery for the head that doesn't even say guilty or innocent, which I think is really, I don't know why they'd not do that. Does anybody know?
Probably didn't want to risk a lawsuit.
They don't want innocent. They've got a fucking Quintus on there, and I mean, he says all the lines from the show. I don't think Keith cares about lawsuits.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. I think he works at a police station.
Transformed to a lame prison. You got to take your victories anywhere you can get them.
Oh, you gonna do it again, Oscar?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
You gonna strike twice?
Yeah, I'm gonna strike twice. I don't care.
What else did I get? I got the Magic Square Soundwave with Laserbeak. The first release to Magic Square was the Sound Blaster. So I got the Soundwave just because I wanted the Laserbeak. I think that's Magic Square, right? Or is it NECA? Not NECA. New Age. Now I don't know. One of them came with 4. Maybe it was the New Age I got. I think it's the New Age.
New Age came with Ravage, Laserbeak, Rumble, or Frenzy, whichever one you want to call it. They came with 3, I think.
I got a Soundwave, and I think it's Magic Square. I got a Magic Square Soundwave and a Laserbeak. But I also got all the fucking Magic Square tapes, so now I'm confused. And last but not least, I got Iron Factory Mega Maggie, and my mind is blown. This is the best figure Iron Factory has ever released. It is, one of my best figures just in terms of playability. It's amazing. It's a huge Legends. It has every point of articulation you could not expect, but be surprised by. It even has, it's got butterfly shoulders. He has his shoulder stacks articulate so that when you move his arms, they can stay upright. And they have light piping in them. He's got double jointed elbows. He's got an ab crunch. He's got a waist tilt. He has really great leg and elbow articulation, double jointed elbows, really great feet articulation, even his wrists, butterfly. Everything. He has ratcheted hips. The only downside is his legs don't go backwards, and it really wasn't necessary. They could have had his legs go backwards, and they were just like, fuck you, bum. It's just a great sculpt. It's a great figure and a really easy transformation, but not a simple one. It's not simple, but it's easy at the same time, and that's satisfying and fun. And the Minimus Ambus, it's very simple, but the way they sculpted it, it just allowed for. They have a ball joint in the waist. The arms and everything articulate well for a little dude, and he's sculpted so he looks dynamic. And he's a little Cybertronian vehicle, and he also folds up into Magnus's chest cavity. And that's an excellent figure. I can't imagine there being another Legends scaled figure that's going to be better than this one this year, and it's only the beginning of the year, but it's that good. Like, if anybody likes Ultra Magnus and anybody likes Legends figures, you got to pick this up. Really, I'm impressed. Oh, and that's all I got this week. There's a lot of shit I got this week. Or I call it a Robert D. dump. So what did you get, Oscar?
Oh, I got actually a bunch of Hasbro stuff this week. Let's see. I actually, on a whim, the hell of it, I picked up the Studio Series Jazz at my local Wally World. With all intents purposes of hating it, but since I picked them up, I'm not gonna lie here, Justin. This thing has fucking grown on me.
Yeah.
Exponentially. I mean, obviously he's no Maki Toys downbeat, but he's not a bad substitute to have one to mess around with.
Mm-hmm.
The hollowness still kind of is getting to me, but again, I'll get over it. It really is a nice classics representation of Jazz. There's no door wings or anything like that. So, it's fun. My buddy Ryan picked up for me the Transformers Kingdom Black Arachnia and Warpath. Black Arachnia she's fun. Yeah.
You're like,
she's basically fun. I mean, it sucks because the one I got, part of her transformation is you have to bend her knees behind her thighs.
Oh yeah.
And one of my knees don't bend all the way back there; it just pops back up. So beast mode is basically superfluous at this point. So
there's no way to fix it.
No.
What? Why? Why is it doing that?
I don't know. I'll probably record a short video of it and send it to Justin to see if he could tell. But
have you tried not being a bitch about it?
Throwing in.
Have you tried?
I'm not exactly making Facebook posts about it, am I?
Have you tried unplugging her and plugging her back in?
I've tried throwing her against the wall and nothing. So, yeah.
Have you asked TFW?
I should probably go that route.
I missed. You cut out when you said which figure it was. I'm sorry. I cut out for me. I didn't hear. What figure is it? I don't even know what you're talking about.
MPRC.
You got MPRC?
No, I did not get MPRC.
You son of a...
He hates it.
You...
Beast Wars Kingdom Black Arachnia. So.
Oh, that piece of shit. Yeah.
So. I mean, she looks good on my Beast Wars shelf.
In my hair.
You should have waited for the KO, boy.
I also picked my friend Ryan also picked up for me Warpath. He's meh. I love you too, but yeah, he's not. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Warpath, so it's like, okay, you're a tank and you're a robot. Now, part of your lower display plugs into your shoulder. Cool, whatever. It's all right. It's nothing to really write home about. I did get a gift from my nephew. From my nephew, I mean my mom probably paid for it. He picked me up Studio Series Blur.
What do you think?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Yes, Sancho, not like it too much.
It is how you say, it's big fucking forearms. But I love the paint apps on him. His face looks like an old wrinkly old lady that's sitting there just like, would you kids like to drink some NyQuil and wrestle in the basement? Right? Everyone's had that old lady in their neighborhood,
those
right?
old ladies. Those are my favorite old ladies.
Like the macaroons and a Ninetales. But so yeah, it's it's all right. It's one of those things where it's like, my nephew's like, I know you really like Transformers, so we picked this one up. It's really cool. Look how blue he is and stuff. I was like, thanks, buddy.
Where are you gonna put it? You're gonna put it right in the middle of all these other figures?
This is again the same kid that I bought a Cyberverse Skyhammer, I think his name is. He was the Hammerhead Shark, and he gave it back to me. It was like, what am I supposed to do with this? I mean, come on. And I was just like,
it's Skyhammer, man.
So, but I did have a blast on Sunday. I was helping him build a Mandalorian Lego set I bought him for Christmas.
Oh wow!
Finally got around to doing it, and it's a lot of. We're not done yet, so it's a lot of fun. So looking forward to finishing it off this Sunday coming up. So that'll be great. So yeah. Let's see what else.
I just finished watching Earthrise. I just finished today. I forgot that I had 2 episodes to go, and I watched it today. Does anybody have an explanation for how Dinobot is already there on Earth?
Nope.
Do we know it's Dinobot?
I wasn't finished.
Yeah, I haven't finished either. But yeah, it's okay. I'm with
Actually, when you're done, Oscar, I remembered one more thing I got. So, yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you guys go first then?
No, you finish, please.
No. You guys went before me.
You were mid telling us what you got. Please.
And I was just interrupting because you had been talking about Earthrise, and I wanted to catch you before you moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought Oscar was saying that he hadn't finished Earthrise. I didn't realize we had interrupted him. I thought he meant I haven't finished Earthrise. You spoiled it, because that's why I said I haven't finished either.
Ironically, coincidentally, we were watching Earthrise when we were putting together the Star Wars set.
Oh, you mean you didn't finish watching Earthrise?
I was watching it with my nephew. I did finish watching it, but I was watching it with my nephew together with him.
When you were saying you weren't finished, did you mean you weren't finished talking about what you got, or you didn't finish watching Earthrise?
No.
I didn't finish talking about what I got this week.
Okay, so now I'm confused twice. Thanks a lot.
How did you?
Yeah, let's make Oscar the bad guy.
Yeah, how did you get a law degrees beyond me? But
well, I mean, he just made himself from being the aggressor to the victim. So I mean, I think he did a pretty damn good job. I would have fucking ruled in his favor.
I have to have a law degree?
What? You have a law degree?
No.
No.
So I also picked up for myself Imagination Works Son Goku by Bandai. He's about 8 inches tall. A lot of fun. It's got that silicone film over his arms, so they feel all squishy and stuff.
What do you mean?
And at first, it's kind of like I guess Hot Toys uses it also to cover up if they have a character that has exposed joints and stuff like that, like exposed arms. I don't know. I don't own any Hot. But this is not bad. It comes with a regular Super Goku head and a Super Saiyan Goku head. But already I'm starting to have issues with him.
What do you mean?
His right leg just pops off when you go to rotate it up.
What?
Yep. You go to switch out the hands pop out. Ball joint and all. Same thing with the head. The whole ball joint assembly pops off. So I really think Bandai needs to step up their game on this, because I really like this figure, but I'm probably going to send this bad boy back to Amazon.
Jesus.
It really sucks. Because
what do you mean the assembly falls off? What do you mean by that?
Like, if you go to lift his right leg up to pose it, because he comes with a stand and everything, but if you go to lift his right leg up, it'll pop off the little T-joint they got there. Wow. So it's not broken. It stays on, but it just pops off. If you go to pull the hands out to switch out the hands from clinch fist to like Kamehameha hands, you'll end up taking out the bottom part of the joint the hand plugs in onto.
And that's just a post?
Yeah. It's like, you know how when you switch out hands on an SH figure art, right?
Yep.
That same joint, but bigger.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. You were so excited about that figure.
I was all like, oh, I'm going to have like a masterpiece scale Dragon Ball Z line. I'll have him and Vegeta, especially Vegeta. And no, it looks like I'm going to have to send this bad Mama Jamma back.
Now, do you think it might just be a one-off? Like, if you just get it replaced, are you willing to try it again?
Honestly, I'm the type of guy where if I have to send something back, I don't want to interact with that anymore.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah. So.
Wait, where'd you buy it?
Amazon.
Amazon Japan?
No, Amazon US.
Are they going to give you a refund?
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as they get it, they issue you a refund.
Dude, get a Mega Maggie instead.
Well, they don't sell him on there. If they do, it's like an absurd markup.
They can't just give you cash?
Nope.
Jesus.
Because this was bought with a gift sticker my brother gave me for Christmas. So.
I'm sorry, man.
It is what it is.
I got vape juice down my throat.
So, Greg, what did you have to finish up with?
It wasn't Greg, I don't think. Greg, did you have something else?
No.
Okay.
Okay, Justin.
So I forgot that I had mentioned my my package from TF Source that went all over creation 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
It finally showed up, so I got my my second set of New Age reflector in the toy colors. So very excited.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, so that's all.
Only
Totally
took like a
forgot that
month,
that was
right?
coming. So yeah, I know. So I was surprised, and the box was perfect. I was like, wow, for traveling like all over the world, you survived nicely. So
Have you handled that and the Magic Square?
yes,
What do you think?
I fucking hate the Magic Square one.
Why?
There was not much about it that I actually liked. I hated the tripod thing. That really was irritating. They just didn't work. I can't specifically remember, but I had handled the Magic Square one first, and then when I got the New Age one, I liked it so much I canceled my pre-order on the Magic Square toy-colored versions and bought the second set of New Age because I was going to have one of each. So, yep.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. So I couldn't tell you specifically what the reason was, but yeah, I definitely was not a fan of Magic Square comparatively.
Oh, I need to tattle. That's what I need to finish up with. I have something to tattle about.
Go ahead. Tattle away, Tattletale. Tell your tale, Tattle.
Robert's trying to get me to buy Legends again. And
So
I
excited
did.
about Oh, you got the... Oh, I know what you got.
Well, I pre-ordered the Maggie, and then I
Okay.
well, I got the Stunnicons. I didn't realize that Maggie was the size of fucking Fancy Project Assaulter.
Right. He's big. But he's legend scale, and he's a little minimus ambus with him.
There's a little minimus up there. Look at him. He's trying to be a big boy.
He's the only Transformer that has a mustache that's not just like a metallic mustache. Dude's got like a painted mustache on his face.
Shoot a Scourge.
Isn't Scourge's mustache like a metallic stash? Not just like he couldn't grow a mustache, but he really wanted one, so he painted one on.
Hand me the Sharpie.
No, you're thinking about Florida Ambus.
I want to be just like
Florida.
Alpha Trion. I want a mustache. So yeah, we're not going to be doing news, which is, I think, a relief. Not unless there's something interesting that pops up in the news.
Cake sucks.
Somebody did ask us to have a discussion about that, Oscar.
Well, I mean, I'm not fond of what the outcome could be if we have that said discussion.
Cake versus
I believe
pie?
the difference of opinions. I mean, I don't know what the big deal is about pie. It's only got this notorious, promiscuous history. This almost typecast as being not just a dessert, but a sexual partner. If you watch said movie called American Pie. So, I'm sorry, but I think it's disgusting. I think people that eat it. I think people that it's not dumb, it's honest. Okay. I think people that eat it worship Satan. Okay.
This magic
moment.
Okay, so hold on. So on Thanksgiving, you don't have pie?
No, we have cake. We have pumpkin cake.
What do you have?
Kidding me?
What do you have? Tres leches cake?
Hey, fuck you, man. It's fucking racist.
He's like, what do you have? Tres leches?
I couldn't think of another. I couldn't think of anything else. What do you have?
What do you
then?
have? Fucking flan?
Well, flan's not a cake. That wasn't racist. I mean, that's super traditional.
It is a cake. Okay.
It's not a
Flan
cake.
is
I think
delicious.
flan is more of a pudding.
Flan's
It's
a
like
custard.
700 calories per teaspoon. It's delicious.
Oh, I hope not.
You ever set flan on fire? Now that's racist.
Wow.
That's flambéed.
Fucking
Flan-
disgusting.
Look,
You've
if
never
I'm
flambéed flan?
if I'm
Flan.
Isn't that called creme brulee?
Basically.
See, now we're getting into custards now. This is going third party.
Mhm.
This is too punk rock.
This is going all off the rails.
Look, if it's a birthday and somebody brings out a pie, I'm gonna be pissed. You know,
Yeah, you mush it in their face and you go, not in this house, Buster.
but if it's
Not
Thanksgiving, or Christmas, and somebody brings out cake, I'm gonna be pissed.
I don't know. I think Christmas you
No,
can get
be
away with a
grateful.
cake. Thanksgiving, I feel like a pie is a mandatory thing. And there are some
Negative.
very bad cakes and there's some very bad pies. So I don't know.
I think you're a fool.
I'm team
Well,
pie,
I
but
think-
I could give you I have an apple pie that I make that I think there's not anyone here that wouldn't like it. So unless you're allergic to
Yeah.
apples. So
I feel the same
don't
about a
see
pecan pie I make. So.
the point of a dessert that comes with its own protective shell. It's dumb.
I don't see the point in dessert where not everyone gets a fucking equal piece. Like one dude gets all the frosting and one person gets
right?
a dry ass piece.
Hey,
with a
Somebody
pie.
makes the
you need
flour.
You need to
With a
alpha
pie.
up and get up
Yeah.
in that shit before everyone else.
Yeah, or you could not be a bitch and just fucking have a pie and cut that shit into
sounds like-
equal slices.
I was like, someone got powerbombed because they didn't make it to the cake table on time. It ain't my fucking fault.
You look like you made it to the goddamn cake table one time.
Yeah, I sure did. It looked like you made it to the pie table numerous times. In fact, 2012 pie eating champion. We talked about this before in older episodes.
That wasn't that type of pie.
Street name MC Pugsley, just chowing down.
It
got power bombed on the way to a cake.
it was a vinegar pie, but it wasn't the type you're thinking of. Have you guys ever had vinegar pie?
No.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing, and it's actually really good. But it's a thing. It's like a weird West Virginia thing, maybe. It's actually really good.
Never heard of it. I'm gonna look it up now.
Very good. You make it
should.
with your feet?
Yes. You put your feet in it, and then it becomes a mushroom pie, and then it becomes a vinegar pie again.
Oh God. I don't know. See, I have my favorites in both worlds, but it all depends on the occasion. Pie you can have at any time. Cake, it's like the old school. You should have coffee cake for guests.
Okay. Old-fashioned vinegar
Such thing as
pie.
coffee pie now, is there? Nope. It's good
There's no coffee
old-fashioned
pie.
coffee cake.
But
What do I
like,
need to make
But
this?
wait. When you watch all these old shows in the 30s, do they go to the diner and order a slice of cake? No, they have a cup of coffee and pie.
oh, talking about the 30s. What do you want to make America great again or something?
That's the 40s. The 30s were all right. That's when. Never
Prohibition.
mind. That's when them jazz boys were smoking the marijuana. with
So the
your
vinegar
daughter.
pie is almost like an egg custard pie in a way. It's like a little bit
Mhm.
different, but yeah, it's actually easier to make than an egg custard.
I feel like every time you eat a slice of vinegar pie, you are obligated to get RKO'd by Randy Orton.
I am gonna make a vinegar pie just because I am super curious. So
You should.
yeah, I'm going to.
For
Thank you,
Randy
Greg.
Orton, huh?
It's all it is. It's egg, sugar, butter, white vinegar, vanilla extract.
Yep.
A little bit of
And dirty
nutmeg.
socks. And a
Mhm.
layer of dirty socks.
It's only a tablespoon of white vinegar, so it's not like the whole pie actually tastes like vinegar. I can actually see it's gonna give just like a little bit of a bittery flavor to it. And I'm-
Tablespoon of cocaine.
If you have crotch rot while making it, skip step 2 and just wipe your hand on your balls and crotch and knead the dough.
Well, all the vinegar does is serve as a balance to the vanilla and the richness of the butter. So you get like a well balanced chemically and taste like pie. Like
I think you're wrong.
it actually makes sense, but it comes from like poor people not being able to get up all the stuff to make a pie, like not getting like flavorings and things like that. So they had to improvise with add, and so.
Oh, you trying to make us feel bad for making fun of poor people now?
I am making
Oh,
this,
that's what-
Greg, and I will get back to you on this because This is super interesting. So
I hope you
tune in for the
accidentally
next
put
episode of
Word
Shattercast, and I will let you know how the vinegar pie tasted. So
Next on Shattercast Baking Championship.
Mhm.
Well, what's your favorite type of cake?
My favorite type of cake? Oh.
Any of
Ice cream cake.
that doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it
That's
does.
just ice cream.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
matter.
does. You know what makes pie better? Ice cream. And you know what you can make a cake out of? Fucking ice cream. Argument done. We won.
You like cheesecake?
I like cheesecake. I like strawberry shortcake.
It's actually a
I
pie.
like-
Cheesecake is really just a pie.
It is.
Yeah, cheesecake's
I
good
like-
too. I like.
You like red velvet cake?
Was that?
Red velvet cake, German chocolate cake.
It's okay.
I like carrot cake.
I love carrot cake. We Whole Foods has really good carrot cake. If you go to their little bake area, they have really good carrot cake.
Can you make a pie with carrots? Nope. You can make a cake. See how we're winning this?
You can make a pie with carrots. Actually, I'll send you a recipe.
No, it's not real. It's fake. Fake news, bro.
I'll tell you one of my
Yeah.
favorite cake. One of my favorite
Spoken
cakes
like
is-
Florida, man.
One of my favorite cakes is tres leches cake,
That's racist.
That's racist.
especially if
Robert.
it has like pineapple in it or what's the other guava? Oh my god!
Piña y guava.
But my favorite, I love pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Sorry, how could you say that?
It's fucking disgusting. It's
Can you-
distasteful.
Can you think of a pie that's like as reviled as fruit cake, though?
Well, yes, something called in the Caribbean. It's called black cake, and it's a fruit cake that looks like a decadent chocolate cake, but there's no chocolate in it. It's like
that's-
it is disgusting. It is.
Yeah, but that's
so
not a
gross.
pie. That's another disgusting cake.
Yep.
Name a disgusting pie that you've had.
Key
Vinegar
lime.
pie.
Exactly.
How do you hate key lime pie?
Which fucking communist said that? Oh, well, it would be the Cuban. Jesus.
Hey, that's
Oh,
racist.
No, that was historically factual.
No.
Oh my God, key lime pie is fucking. That's been my jam my whole life.
See, the thing
Yeah.
about cake, you eat one piece of cake and you know you have to stop. You know, you're like, okay, that was a piece of cake. I'm not going to eat fucking two. If I do, I'm high or drunk or something. But pie is dangerous because you could keep eating this shit. And it's just as fattening as cake. It's very evil. Oscar might be right.
And you don't put fondant on pie.
No, that's fake cake.
Yeah.
Fondant is bullshit.
I don't know, man. They don't say it's American as apple cake. They say American as apple pie. I mean, I feel like we should. I can kind of rest my case with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Apple
Jim
pie,
Cola.
cherry
Jim Gaffigan-
pie,
Jim
blueberry
Gaffigan-
pie,
Jim
banana
Gaffigan
cream pie,
says
Jim Gaffigan pie,
If
Cream pies.
somebody puts
cocaine pie.
candles, if somebody puts candles in a cake, someone's having a birthday. Somebody put candles in a pie. Somebody's drunk in the kitchen.
Yeah, basically. Oh man.
You can't. You know what? Have you ever had chicken pot cake?
Nope.
That would be disgusting. Chicken pot
Sure.
cake.
Sounds
I-
delicious.
Oscar. Oscar,
Well,
do you
now-
like chicken pot cake? Yeah, I mean chicken pot pie. You know you like chicken pot pie.
The only kind of cake that I would have a hard time deciding.
Shepherd's cake.
Pancake.
Pancake.
But are we talking? But see now, are we talking savory pies and savory cakes as well? I thought we were just talking desserts, because that's a whole. I mean, that opens up a whole. This might be a cliffhanger episode if we're going to start
Savory
talking about.
pies beat savory cakes because savory cakes are, you know, like simple. They're just
like
pancakes and corn cakes and shit like that. You know?
Hoe cakes.
Then you get into donuts, and I don't want to involve donuts. They're innocent. Donuts are innocent. Donuts are like an amalgamation of pie and cake. They're like the love child of pie and cake.
Yeah. Do you like cake donuts? Or do you like regular, do you like traditional, like, yeast?
I like Amish donuts.
The hell's an Amish donut?
I don't know, but they're fucking delicious. They have them out here in Jersey. There's like an Amish market, and they make them fresh every day with no preservatives. And I had I had a bacon maple donut, and I cream in my pants.
Yeah, we have those here. They actually...
Bacon maple. It was crazy. Like, they have the sickest things. Like, what are you saying?
For religious folks, they sure do know how to sin. And that's all I'm saying.
I think they're taking their sin out on their pastry. You know? They have to let it out somehow.
What are those Polish ones? I don't even know how to say it.
Munchkins.
No, they're like, they're huge around here. I don't know if you guys have them where you live. Justin might be more familiar with them. Hold on.
Justin, you're Polish.
Mm-hmm.
No, but aren't you from Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Originally?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably had them.
Jebediah T2RX6.
That's me.
Patsy.
No, I've never heard of that, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sort of Scrapple, though.
Yep.
Oh, well, you're a Nazi.
Mm-hmm. True story.
Whoa.
Oh, why would you say that to a Polish dude?
Yeah, really? Jesus Christ, that's racist.
Man, you really blitzkrieged him with that one.
So do you like, when you are these like, when you see these when you go to the Amish market, do you like show them pictures of Godzilla and be like, you guys are living the right life because look what's out there. It's Godzilla.
I just started watching Amish stuff on YouTube. I don't know why I'm infatuated with the Amish.
I am too. Like when I moved up here, I'd never seen Amish before in real life. And like they were everywhere. Like not here in Columbus, but like outside of Columbus, like in the country. You see them on their buggies and you see them selling cheese and fruit and shit. And like we have Mennonites too, which are kind of like Amish, but they drive trucks and stuff. And sometimes the Amish will get one person that they know that's like a center, but has a truck, and will give them a ride to get stuff. They'll go to the center's market, like Meijer or Walmart, and get stuff. And I saw some Amish people in Meijer around Christmas one year, and I followed them, and Kit was like, "You're a fucking creeper." And I followed them, and I was like peeping at them from around the house. I was like, "What are they here buying?" And they had a special order. And they came and picked it up. They got someone to drive them to pick it up to get Christmas presents for the kids. And do you know what the fuck they got? It was a cart full of Lincoln Logs.
Why would they buy that?
I don't know. I guess Jebediah wasn't feeling too handy that day.
They asked him for Lincoln Logs, and he pulled the shattered cast, and they were like giant. You know,
6x4 Lincoln Logs.
Amish can use electricity. They just can't be connected to the electrical grid. You know, so they can have diesel generators, and they can have like local electricity in their homes.
And they can have like one phone for emergencies.
It's true.
Like in like the middle of town, like it's a public phone. Or like someone can have a phone, but it's not in their house. It's like got its own phone building. Mm-hmm.
Very interesting, but oh my god, their donuts are amazing.
They make some good fucking jams too.
Like music?
Yes. Man, and their facial hair.
Top
fucking notch.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That jinx. You owe me a Polish donut.
Mm-hmm.
Shattered cast, racist against the Amish. Thanks, Oscar.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Oscar.
You're welcome.
I wonder how the Amish. I bet the Amish would, being wholesome, holy people, salt of the earth folks. I bet they would prefer pie.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Oh, let me ask one.
Call
Let me
them.
see if I can find one on Facebook.
Just call the random phone. Call the public phone and see if someone answers it.
I'm going to Google Amish phone number. Hold on, Amish pie. Let's see what I come up with. Amish sugar pie, shoe fly pie, Amish oatmeal pie, Montgomery pie. There's pie crusts. All sorts of Amish recipes. Let me Google Amish cake. Actually, I think this will probably be a draw. Let's see
Hey, Justin, you know what the perfect price for a pie is?
What's that?
$3.14.
$3.14. Gotcha.
I Googled Amish cake, and you know what came up? Amish onion cake. I think we have our answer. Do you want to eat onion cake? Do you want to eat onion cake, or do you want to eat delicious molasses pie? I think you want to eat molasses pie.
I'd rather have onion cake.
I'd love a slice of onion cake right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about like a slice of onion cake with some coffee and fruity pebble creamer? Mmm.
Fruity Pebble creamer.
Yep.
Nice.
The light company that makes creamers has a special limited edition one to celebrate the anniversary of Fruity Pebbles, where it tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
Interesting.
So your coffee tastes like Fruity Pebbles. I'm dead serious. I bought it. It is fucking great.
You sound like a tweaker right now.
Fuck you. This is fantastic.
I love this meth. This meth Fruity Pebble crystals.
This amphetamine is making Sancho very happy. Well, yeah. Has anyone seen the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know, man. I don't want Godzilla.
I'm looking forward to it.
They're gonna make Godzilla lose, man. Do you think they're gonna have? Do you think they're hiding? I was hoping what's happening is it's like an initial encounter, but there's a hidden, bigger bad guy that they team up and fight.
That's basically going to be it. I mean,
you think it's going to be King Ghidorah?
Nah, because he died in the last movie, King of the Monsters. Unless they do Mecha Ghidorah. But I'm not that well versed in my kaiju.
What if they do Mechagodzilla, like the humans have Mechagodzilla to fight, and Mechagodzilla goes nuts, so they save the humans from themselves?
Well, I don't know. I heard rumors he was supposed to be. I need to talk to my.
What?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I got a buddy who runs a YouTube channel called Monstrosities. He's really into the kaiju fandom and stuff, and I think he made mention that it may have a video in it. I'm not sure.
Say that again?
You broke up a little bit.
Man, talking.
Hello?
I have a friend named Matt Burkett who owns a YouTube channel called Tokusatsu Monstrosities. It's a Tokusatsu vlog. He's really into kaiju and tokusatsu and all that shit. And I think he mentioned there may be a Mechagodzilla. That was the rumor for a while. So I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens.
Because there was a toy that was on display at a toy fair that kind of looked like it could be like a... I saw pictures and it could be... It looks skeletal almost, so I don't know. But yeah, that's what they're basing that off of. And when people have shared it, they've been asked to take the picture down by Warner Brothers. So, you never know.
I hope Michael Keaton's in it.
I do too. I hope he's in there as Birdman.
And Vulture. I want him to be Batman and Vulture in this.
And Mr. Mom.
I want King Kong to beat up Godzilla and win, and then he gets COVID.
Well, remember that last scene from the trailer where he's jumping and he's got the axe thing? And like he's going against the atomic breath? I want Thor to drop in, but like, buddy, I got it from here. And then just fucking finish the swing and hit him right in the head. And then Spider-Man will show up and be like, hey, guys.
Sounds like a episode, or sounds like a Shinobi from Sega Genesis. There are all these cameos going on.
And then they'll all eat pie.
Mm-hmm.
Because cake is for losers.
Fuck off.
I don't know. I think it looks good. I never saw the King Kong movie, which really bothers me.
I liked it. I like John C. Reilly though. He was the best part of that movie.
Godzilla
I like
was
Samuel
great.
L. Jackson in it.
Did they
Oh,
shrink?
yeah.
Did they shrink Godzilla for this movie? Because
No, dude, he's one of the biggest incarnations of him.
No, but I mean, in the Godzilla movie, he seemed bigger than. Like Kong is supposed to be 100 feet tall, and it looks like they grew Kong, or he never was 100 feet tall.
In the Kong
He's
movie,
bigger than that.
I forget how big he is in the Kong Skull Island movie, but they mention that he's still growing. Like he's a fucking baby, basically.
But Godzilla was huge.
Yeah, so this movie is like years later, modern time, because remember the Kong movie I believe took place in the 70s.
It took place. Yeah, because John C. Reilly's character crashed there in World War II, and he was like middle age. He was John C. Reilly age, so yeah, that would have to be at least the 70s.
Yeah, so
I think it was like Vietnam era. Was
Yeah.
what they were going for.
because Tom Middleton's character was like an expert in the area and all that stuff. So I mean, yeah, but in that movie they mentioned that he's still growing. It wasn't like that's as big as he gets.
I hope The Rock shows up with his buddy.
Yeah, the ape from Rampage, definitely.
Yeah. I never saw Rampage either.
It's a horrible movie.
damn it.
It was not good.
Yeah, it was not.
So, yo, I'm just this tough zookeeper who has, like, these dogs, and I get along with animals better than people. I'm so tortured.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that
Spend my days feeding monkeys and getting jacked.
Did you see that silly YouTube video at the Kong versus Godzilla where Godzilla pulls out a gun and shoots it, and King Kong is like, they're talking in Japanese. Godzilla was like, oh, I'm gonna get my gun, and he shoots, and then as the bullets flying at King Kong, he's like, oh, I'm immune to bullets, and then the bullet bounces off King Kong, and then as it's going back to Godzilla, he's like, so am I, and then it bounces off of Godzilla, and then it goes right back to King Kong, and he's like, oh, and then he explodes. It's the stupidest video. Oh, Greg liked it.
I liked it. I liked it for Robert. I like Robert. I like Warbert. I like Robert more than I like the video. So, you know.
He's like, Nani? Are you farting? Are you carrying on the tradition, Oscar?
No, I'm just moving my office chair.
Ah, here we go. Is your office covered in bubble wrap?
It's like 5 years old. It's probably why it's creaking so much.
Now, hold on, I gotta check because I think Kong vs. Godzilla 1962. I think in that one they solved the issue of Kong being a different size. Yeah, Kong gets bigger because he gets hit by lightning or something. Yeah,
Thanks,
that was
Thor.
the original. Yeah, and that's the end because I remember now because Godzilla's winning and he's trying to like burn the body or whatever so he can't get back up, and then he gets struck by a random bolt of lightning and he jumps back up. So I guess he's Zombie Kong, maybe. I don't know.
That's the old 60s film. So in Kong Skull Island, King Kong is 104 feet tall.
Yep.
And how tall is Godzilla?
Real tall.
I'm looking all this up. So
oh, he's checking Parlor. Look, jet fuel don't melt King Kong. All right.
That's what I've heard.
So
Well,
in Godzilla Planet of the Monsters, that's an animated show. King of the Monsters, he was 393 feet tall.
You're looking for Godzilla. You want to look at 1999 Godzilla. Just Google Puff Daddy Godzilla.
We want Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
You're talking about Zilla.
Oh.
What about Bodzilla?
How about Dadzilla?
1998 film and animated series. TriStar's Godzilla is portrayed as a territorial, perseverous, 180 feet tall mutated lizard.
Lame.
Fake news. If Godzilla's so big, how could that little Japanese guy be him in the movie, in this suit? Fake news. We never went to the moon.
Well, the moon's not real. It's just a light in the sky. Jesus.
We should talk about some conspiracy theory shit. Really fucking turn our listeners off.
I'm down.
I'm down too.
Yeah. I'm always down to lose listeners.
Me too. I'm always down to lose listeners. I pick up crazier ones.
Yes, I wouldn't put it past the filmmakers to make Godzilla, King Kong the better part of like 400 feet tall, or the same height as Godzilla in Godzilla vs Kong at 393. So, yeah.
Well, we could use the data from the trailer to figure out his height. Here, let me find that scene where.
How high is the bridge on an aircraft carrier? It goes up to King Kong's knee.
Well, no, it's yeah. Extrapolate. I'm extrapolating data. Shut up. Godzilla trailer. Trailer stills. Talk amongst yourselves. Just don't move on.
No.
Okay, fine.
Moving on. No.
Just
I don't want to be told what to do.
They are going to have the characters from King of the Monsters make reappearances, including I forget her name from Stranger Things. She played 11.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, she's going to be back in it. They're going to introduce a child who apparently has the ability to communicate with Kong. That's how he's controlled.
Oh, she's like a fucking doll.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually, I was trying to find an image of her with him so you could kind of figure out how big he was going to be. That's exactly actually the image I was looking for. That and then the aircraft carrier image.
So they're going to have a lot of cast members returning. I'm not sure who from the Kong movie's back because basically those cast members would be a little older. Brie Larson and Tom Hiddleston's characters. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I got HBO Max, so I'll be watching it once it premieres.
Me too.
I couldn't figure out how to download HBO Max on my TV.
What do you have, Roku?
No, I got a smart TV. It's a LG. I just couldn't figure it out, and I was like, and then I gave up one night, and then the next day all the reviews came out of Wonder Woman, and I was like, well, I dodged a bullet.
I didn't think Wonder Woman. I didn't think it was great, but I didn't think it was like I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I thought it was campy and cheesy, but I think they were going for like an '80s kind of like campy vibe to it.
I heard you hated it.
But well, I didn't. It's not my favorite by any means.
Well,
but I mean, I liked the first one. I thought the first one was good for the most part.
That's the thing. So there's this guy I'm friends with on Facebook. He does a lot of fan films by the name of Chris Notarelli.
You're dropping a lot of names of people
I know.
you're friends with on Facebook tonight.
Hey. He did a lot. He's done a few popular fan films. He's done Lobo's Christmas or whatever, some shit like that. He did one with Deadpool. He's done quite a few things. He actually called Wonder Woman a rapist.
Why?
Because apparently
I see. I can see how
where I'm going with
some SJW would say that.
Why? What happened? And how do I get that?
So Chris Evans' character makes a reappearance in this film. He ends up taking over this guy's body. This
Not
like
Chris
older
Evans.
guy's.
Not Chris Evans.
I'm not Chris Evans. I'm sorry. I forget his name. The guy who played Captain Kirk. Oh, fuck. He played Captain Kirk in the Star Trek movies by J.J. Abrams.
Chris Klein.
Chris Klein, thank you.
Oscar just said all Chris's look alike. He's a racist.
He's a racist.
I'm a Chrisist. So his soul, I guess, I haven't seen it either, but his soul gets put into the body of an old man, and then it turns into him, and then they sleep together. So that's him justifying calling Wonder Woman a rape.
That's not exactly it, but I've seen it, so I'll describe it, and then you can go from there. So she makes this wish that she had her true love back. That's part of the whole thing. It's all about wishes. And so he
wishes of
Eastwick. But he comes back, but like he's inhabiting this other dude's body, but she sees him like he's still the dude.
Yeah.
But she sees him as Chris Pine's character.
That's right.
And so like no one's missing the guy. Like, I mean, I guess maybe his family is, but like he's still living in his like apartment and all that shit. Like, but like he didn't magically change into the guy. And so yeah, they're saying that like I can see where somebody would like go way off the deep end and be like using his body without his consent. That's rape. But I mean, you know, you can't read too much into every fucking thing.
So I mean,
and he recognizes her at the end when the guy's back to normal. They have this. They recognize each other, so he knew what he was doing. I'm just saying.
So his thing was Batman is a murderer. I forgot what he called Superman. I'm not going. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. He's always very outspoken on films. He thought the Kong versus Godzilla trailer was stupid because of the music, which I guess I kind of see. But I was more focused on watching, you know, King Kong straight up deck Godzilla. But I don't know. But it's just like he's very opinionated on certain things. Especially when it comes to films.
What didn't he like about the music? He doesn't like rap, or
he was like, if you have music in your movie trailer that has the words "Here we go," then you're basically ruining your trailer.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought if he was going to stretch that Wonder Woman's a racist, I thought he was going to say that having rap as a soundtrack to a Kong movie was Which I think it was just someone who got paid a lot of money for a song. That's going to be featured prominently in that film, marketing, and I think everyone's going to be happy with that one.
But it's like this guy in particular never really liked Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. He always said she was too small and not very Amazon looking. And of course he would sit there and he'd make a Wonder Woman fan film. Here's my Wonder Woman, and all his fans are like heart emojis right all over that shit. So,
well, I mean, go back to the first one, and people were complaining that like as law, she had to be in the military, and she's from her military, and they were like talking about like war crimes and blah 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 blah, calling her a murderer and like stupid, like whatever. People just.
I don't know. It's if anything, it's taught me about fandoms in general, how they're never, ever really happy with something. If one person likes it, then one person will step up to say why they shouldn't like it because they think it's bad. Sometimes you get a unanimous that's bad. Like I'm of course referencing like Star Wars fans with J.J. Abrams trilogy, or the last 3 Star Wars movies, I should say.
That's not unanimous at all. But okay.
Well, all I've seen is more negative comments than fucking good. But I mean, it's fucking everywhere. And superhero movies were like the first ones because apparently, like, you know, these guys read the source material, they know so much about it. You know, the argument can be made maybe they kind of ruin their own experience because they know so fucking much. You know, nobody really knows. But I don't know. It's something I've seen over the years how it you know, fandoms get divided. The kaiju fandom, like, some of them love the trailer, some of them think it's just going to be another piece of shit movie that's not going to be very good because the last two Godzilla movies weren't good. They didn't do very good in the box office, and it's always left me perplexed.
Have you guys seen? Okay, so you haven't seen Kong.
I've seen
Robert.
Kong.
Yeah. No, Robert hasn't seen Kong.
No, I'm
but
mad
have you
about
seen?
it.
Have you seen Godzilla and King of the Monsters?
Yes.
Did you enjoy those?
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone here not enjoy them? How about that?
Yeah. I love kaiju movies.
I loved it.
Well, I'm Justin, and I didn't really like them. We'll say okay. So there's Justin, but anybody
I don't think I saw him, so I have no.
I thought you were still away from.
Sorry.
The computer,
No, I'm back.
So. Okay. Oh yeah, see, I enjoyed them. I thought they were good.
Yeah, generally I like Godzilla movies. I have no real faults in them. So, you know, I have not seen the King of the Monsters, but yeah, sure I would like it.
I saw the 2014 Godzilla. I liked it. You know, I like the fact that Bryan Cranston didn't stick around the entire film. I like the fact that they got ballsy and killed him off. You know.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad.
Another thing I really liked was they got brave. They went ahead and introduced the Mutos, which is not an established kaiju in the Godzilla universe there by Toho. I like that they kind of went that route and went something, you know, newer. And then, of course, King of the Monsters was just full of, like, some were original creations. Some were, you know, you're not going to see a fucking Gigan or a Space Godzilla anytime soon. But, you know, I love the Ghidorah. Oh, man, that was fucking awesome. But I liked the movie. I thought it was great. But some people were like, no, well, it's just, you know, the character development, the pacing, the fights weren't that good. I'm like, the fights weren't that good. What the fuck do you expect? But whatever.
Mm-mm.
But, all right. Well, I think that's good enough to call it for tonight.
I think so, Gypsy Danger.
Yeah, a cake eater would say that, but okay.
Yeah, well, you know, Pie Eater likes to think he's being rebellious, but he's just a conformist like everyone
I've never
else.
heard of a cake eating contest.
Well, sadly, we don't need to work on our pussy eating skills. Thank you.
I've heard of a cake eat. I've heard of a cake eating bitch, and I've heard of a cake walk.
Warner never sang, "She's my cherry cake."
No one sings Warren. How's that?
Warren.
Anyway. So, as always, you can check us out on Facebook on facebook.com/ShatteredCast. You can leave us a comment there about any particular show topics you want us to cover, discussions you want us to have. You know, follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Wait. I have one more. I just thought of one more. Let's stop the presses. So, you got pie dough, and that sounds like cuddly, you know, dough, right? Inviting. Want to hug it, soft. And then you got cake batter, like domestic violence, like battering your family.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
that's why a family that eats cake knows its place. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So take us out of here one more time.
I've never heard of a cake in the face.
Yeah, because you wouldn't survive it. Whereas a pie in the face is just for comedic purposes. There's no lesson to be learned. It's like someone get me a towel. I got cream pie all over my face. I got a money shot because I had it coming.
Smash someone in the face with a fucking birthday cake and stab their eyes out with burning candles.
I've seen.
There's no wedding pie.
You don't see fucking people, criminals baking files into pies, do you? No, it's always cakes.
Yeah, well, you don't see people making 3-tier pies, do you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
You don't need when your substance is there. You don't need the size.
Oh, horse shit! What a
Just
load
saying.
of fucking malarkey. What a
Yeah.
fucking.
Nope. Nobody says you can't have your pie and eat it too. I don't know.
Joey's Facebook jail, you son of a bitch. Check
Hey,
us out on
keeps up.
Facebook at facebook.com/Shattercast Uncut. Be sure to check out Realm of Collectors. Be sure to check out Nerd Rage Radio, because why the fuck not? Until then, on behalf of me and every other member here of Shattercast Uncut, just the three of us, we want to tell you to please, for the sake of Primus, collect responsibly, be good to yourselves and each other. Not just flat out, just be good people. Thank you.